Vigilante Winston here with a very simple question. Where in the world are the SJWs when you actually need them? Disney filmed a movie near a concentration camp. Their big movie, Mulan, this movie that cost them billions and billions of dollars that was made specifically for the Chinese government, actually filmed near a concentration camp or potentially in one. Criticism of this film is growing after the credits revealed an official thank you to government entities in Xinjiang, the site of alleged human rights abuses on a massive scale. And these are not alleged, as I'll get into later. And I think this report actually said documented at one point, but I digress. This includes the detainment of over 1 million Uyghur Muslims. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that. But yeah, Mulan is it was filmed here, and here's just a small report. I'll get into a little bit more detail of what's happened there as far as forced labor and forced sterilization. And of course, this to show you how feckless our media is, the United States media is when it comes to criticizing China. You keep seeing this word alleged government program. It's not alleged, okay? There are fucking people reporting it. There's nothing alleged about this. Inside China's re-education camp where women are raped and sterilized. Where's all the Me Too? Where are you guys? Where's Brie Larson? Where the fuck is she? She cares so much about women. What about the fucking major corporation that pays you filming in a camp where this shit happens? These stories are fucking horrifying. You know what happened to this Miss Parat? And I can't get her. Let me get her full name. She deserves to have her full name mentioned. This is a student, Rakia Parat. She spent 4 years in prison after riots in Xinjiang. You know what happened to her? She was repeatedly raped by Han Chinese guards, resulting in 2 pregnancies, both of which were aborted while she was in prison. This is what happens in these camps. Former prisoners describe how younger women will be taken from packed cells by guards at night. I can't pronounce this young lady's name. She said that men will put bags on the heads of the women that they wanted during the 18 months she was in the camp. This is Kazakh and Chinese citizen. This is a real upsetting story. Guzet, I cannot pronounce this name. Magdin, I can do that. Miss Magdin, she was in prison after WhatsApp was found on her phone. She was 38 and pregnant, 10 weeks pregnant. Well, she was earlier in her 30s because she's 38 now. So in her mid-30s, 10 weeks pregnant, WhatsApp is found on her phone, and that's enough for her to be in prison. You know what happens to her? Officials said she was not allowed to have the child, and it was removed from her body without anesthetic. That's what the fuck goes on in these camps. Where are the SJWs who want to believe on women, who care about women? Where are they? Nowhere to be seen. Nowhere to be found. They're forcing birth control, trying to suppress the population of this group. All this talk about you're a Nazi. These people are doing actual Nazi things in China. And our media is still screaming alleged. We have people who have went on record with their accounts, and our media is saying alleged. One of our major corporations, the biggest media company on earth, Disney, has no problem filming in an internment camp. No problem. That's sickening. And what about the NBA? Who won't allow you to put free Hong Kong on gear. And then, if you read this article, it says, oh no, we reversed. I'm going to go to the site. You can't do any custom jerseys now. Showing old Pistons. There's no option. There's no option to put in your name or number. You can pick one of the players that are on the team. Shout out to everyone's on the team. Shout out to Christian Wood. Pick him. So if I want to get Christian Wood jersey, cool. But I can't put Williamson on the back, which I would put 34 in honor of Corliss Williamson, which is my namesake. But I can't put a custom jersey. I can't even do any custom jersey now. let alone free Hong Kong. And LeBron James, remember him? He once quoted MLK, and justice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. What about, he's all about human rights. He's all about racial justice. What about this? Is this not racial injustice? What's happening to the men and women, the Uyghurs, the Uyghur Muslims in China? Is that not racial injustice? Does anyone care about them? You'll see all these fight Islamophobia stuff by these SJWs. This is when we actually need you. We actually need you to cancel something. We actually need you to cancel a major corporation. We actually need you to criticize Disney for how they treat women. Criticize Disney for being in bed with China for how they treat people. I just gave an account on what's going on to the women there. The men are being forced to work. The men are being beaten and abused, and they're having their wives taken from them to emasculate them. The wives are, as you see what they're going through. And we can't get so much as a peep. NBA can put a Marxist terrorist organization on the name of their court, but you better not put free Hong Kong on the back of your jersey. You better not. As a matter of fact, you can't put anything on the back of your jersey outside the players' names. There's no criticism from anyone in our media. This should be a major story. Major. The only way you've heard about this is YouTube. That's the only way I heard about it, the YouTubers. Granted, at this point, I only pay attention to YouTubers because that's the only way I'm going to get news. But there's nothing more to say about this. Mulan filmed near a internment camp. You see what goes on in these internment camps. All these groups, all these Hollywood groups that care so much about women, care so much about all these other religions, have no interest in touching this. The NBA that cares so much about racial injustice, cares so much about discrimination, has nothing to say about this. And that's the end. These woke hypocrites. When we actually need people to stand up about actual injustice, there's no one there. There's nothing but silence. And it's sickening and it's deafening. If you like the video, please like the video. Whether you love me or hate me, let me know in the comments below. If you feel so obliged to share and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. And even if you do none of these things, I really do thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. God bless you. And again, thank you for your time.